Hello slashing friends, this time I'll give you my setup on the lightning totem for the shaman in the endgame of Last Epoch. You'll see that it's quite a tanky build, easy to play and with some very good DPS. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe and I'll explain everything that you need to know in that video. Before explaining you in details the build, you need to understand how it works. The idea is that we only have one DPS skill with the totem and everything else will be done in order to boost your totem and also to keep you alive. Even if it doesn't attack the dummies, it doesn't matter too much, it's just for you to understand how it works. Then after the totem, you have the blessing. The blessing will help you to boost your totems, so when you cast a totem, you also want to directly cast the blessing. You also have the ravens, which will be here to boost your totems and also give you some wards. Finally, you have a mobility spell, the fairy leap, and the last one, the tempest strike, which will be here in order to get a buff. As you can see, when you attack your enemies, we don't want to do the damage with the tempest strike, but you want to have this buff in order, once again, to boost your totem. So the idea is that you have the totem and everything else will be done to boost the totem damage and your tankiness. For the skills, I'll start with our totem. The only way that will be dealing some damage, you want to have some shock chance here in order to unlock increased damage against shocked enemies, and you want to have some cast speed, crit chance, crit multiplier. This one, in order to unlock this one, you can put 4 points here too, and you want to have increased damage versus mana cost, and this one to have a chance to create a standard totem instead of your Storm Totem. Also, you can put 1 point here if you like a bit of lightning resistance. For the next spell, you want to use Tempest Strike in order to boost your summoning damage. Make sure to put 4 points here, and you want to have also this one in order to buff its effect on your minions. It's important to always have 50 intelligence, but you'll see that it's quite easy to have with the Raven. Then you want to remove the Tempest, this one, and this one in order to gain attack speed and some mana cost reduction. You also want this point for the mana and this point. Lastly, you want 4 points in order to reduce also the mana and to gain some attack speed. It's important to stack attack speed because you'll get more attacks and then more buffs, so this one which will increase your spell damage. That's why you want to stack attack speed with this spell. You also want to play Ethereal's Blessing in order to heal your Raven when they're dead and also to boost your summonings. That's why you want to get increased healing, the fact that you'll cleanse target, some mana cost reduction, chance to have an AoE heal, and this one to boost movement speed, attack speed. You also want to get here in order to have healing based on your done Raven, so if it's dead it will heal it based on the time that your Raven was dead. For the Ravens, you have a few things that you need to understand. You want to get this buff in order to boost your totem with this node and also this one. It's important because it will boost our only source of damage. You also want to have 5 points here in order to have the 50 intelligence just here, but also to boost your critical strike chance for your totems with this dagger. Then you want to have on it the fact that it will heal you, and most important, the fact that you'll gain wards because we'll be playing around wards only. You also want this one in order to have more wards. I'll finish with the wolves, and this one is quite easy because you'll simply want to have this node in order to have an additional raven. Now for the gear, you want this dagger in order to have some critical strike chance and critical strike multiplier for your totems. You also want to get the ring here in order to have the set bonus with +2 to all skills, and you want this unique in order to have +1 to maximum companions. You'll also get +2 to minion skills, and you want, if you want to craft a legendary item, to get some boost to your totems. For the amulet, you want some resistances and a base for minion and also minion damage, minion heals, and for the shield, you want to have also some boost to your minions, minion heals, some resistances, and you'll get around 35% chance with 44% of block effectiveness. For your ring, you want to get minion damage, a base of minion damage, hits, and multiplier, and also attunement. For the relic, you'll want the +1 to the Primalist skills and resistances on it. For the belt, you want to have this one in order to crazy boost your totem with the +1 to totem skills, some lightning penetration, and so on. It will also heal and protect your totem if you use a potion. After that, you have a full setup in order to lose some life and to generate some warding. You have these gloves, the boots, and also the armor in order to lose heals and to gain the warding. For the legendary craft, you'll want to get vitality, attunement, some life and resistances, and also if possible, movement speed on your boots. For the idols, make sure to get some boost for your totem, and you can also feel the resistances that you need. Finally, for the blessing, you want to get some life just here, critical strike evidence here, boost to your minion damage, armor here, and this one in order to shred lightning resistance on hit. For the passives, you want to get this one for the attunement and minion spell damage. You also want 5 points here for the heals and 1 point in order to have it working for your summonings. You also want 5 points in order to have some less damage taken when you're on low heals. Then you want for the Beastmaster to have 8 points for the damage taken reduced and 5 points for the duration of the boar. You also want to proc the boar with this one. You'll have a chance to proc it on a melee attack, so it's important to have this one if you want it to work. You also want to get this one in order to grant additional damage reduction. For the shaman, you want to have 4 points for the attunement and the fact that you'll get some armor with your totem, increase totem damage, 2 points here in order to unlock the spell damage for your totem and 5 points for the totem cast speed. You also want here 8 points for the totem spell damage and you have just 3 points here in order to unlock this one, so you have less damage taken from chucked enemies and a bit of Arias effect. Finally, you can put the points that you have left in this one in order to grant your character some armor. I'll let you enjoy the gameplay. In Corrupted 200 you'll have some monoliths and bosses, and after that use your Tempest Strike if you have some elites or bosses. Lastly, if you have a dead Raven, just don't forget to heal him back to life with Ethera.
This is a mercy. Shatter. Do not stand in my way. This is a mercy. Behold the rage of winter. Shatter. Do not stand in my way. This is a mercy. Rise.
Thanks for watching this video, I hope that you'll enjoy this build, and don't forget that as usual you have the tool in the link below the video, and you also have all our builds on the second link. If you have any question, feel free to post in the comments, I'll be happy to answer you.